Hello, and welcome to 3-Tune Tuesday for Tuesday, May 19th. I am your host, Bonaparte, and with me is your hostess, Yulia.
Hello.
So for all of you north of our border who are listening today, happy Post-Victoria Day.
Yes. This is something that is not familiar to most Americans, myself included.
It is not. It has its history in, a legitimate holiday. It originally was there to celebrate Queen Victoria's birthday. In Canada, of course, Queen Victoria was the queen when the initial 4 provinces joined Confederation and became the country of or the Dominion of Canada at the time.
Wait, the initial 4 provinces, which consisted of which?
They consisted of Ontario and Quebec and Prince Edward Island,
New Brunswick?
New Brunswick. I don't think Nova Scotia joined right away. I think they were later.
Okay.
Yes.
Fascinating.
Yes.
So, Canada is, I think that a lot of people don't realize that the country of Canada is really not that old. The country of the United States is really not that old either, if we're going to boil it down, in the grand history of the world. There are certainly ancient countries that, far outage North American countries.
Yes.
Yeah. And fascinatingly to me, Victoria Day is not celebrated in the UK.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think.
No, it is a distinctly Canadian holiday.
Huh.
Yes.
And that's purely because Victoria was on the throne. On the throne.
On the throne.
Victoria.
Not cutting that out.
Having a shit. No. Is that because Queen Victoria was the reigning monarch?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And so they see that as a big deal. I guess because probably, she had her hand in, well, she's considered like, I think, the start of the modern monarchy.
I believe so, yeah. Brought them from, whatever they were previously to something that was, as strange as this is to say, perhaps a little more relatable.
Yeah. Like she sort of pioneered the spirit of the monarchy, embracing like family life and public service.
Yeah, that's the big one.
And duty to country and things like that. So yeah, I dig it. And so I guess probably in that same vein, she probably was the one that was like, yeah, totally, Canada, you wanna do this? Let me help out. What can I do to make it easier for you?
Yeah, knowing that the monarch was non-political, even then, she did what she could to help nudge it along and push it along.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, the mother of Confederation.
The mother of Confederation.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, indeed.
And that's why we celebrate Victoria Day.
That's why we celebrate Victoria Day.
Okay, when we talk about Victoria, of course, that's Victorian times. The Victorian era was freaking wild, yo.
Yes. Indeed.
The more I read about the Victorians and what was important to them and how there were a lot of paradigm shifts across humanity, across particularly Western culture.
Yeah.
During Victorian times, it's pretty wild stuff.
It is.
Endlessly fascinating. I could wax weird about it for.
Yeah, like most things, I don't say this very often, but like most things, if you're interested more, go to the library and find a book.
For sure.
Yeah.
And if you don't have time to do that, if you want to find out about like the real weird Victorian stuff, I can recommend Betwixt the Sheets.
Yes.
With Kate Lister. It's one of the History Hit podcasts.
Yes.
One of my favorites. And they talk about the Victorian times a lot and just how weird everything was. Like things are weird now. Things are pretty weird now. I'd say we're probably giving the Victorians a run for their money.
Yes.
But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, when all else fails, go to the library and read a book. And if there's a book that's banned, all the more reason
All
to
the
go
more
try to
reason-
read it.
Exactly. That's exactly it. Read a banned book.
That's right.
Yes. So, a little more about Victoria Day. It is a distinctly Canadian holiday. The holiday was originally on her natural birthday, which was May 24th. However, now it falls on the Monday between the 18th and the 24th. It is always the Monday immediately preceding her birthday, if the birthday is not on a Monday itself. It's almost like Easter. It's almost like calculating Easter.
Well, I was going to say it's almost like calculating President's Day, because President's Day is always on a Monday.
Yes, exactly.
And, it just so happens that we have, a couple of presidents, 3 of them, handful of them,
Yeah.
that all have birthdays, like in the same kind of sort of area in
Right.
February. And so we're like, meh, it's just
well,
whatever Monday it happens to be close.
Yeah, huzzah, happy birthday.
Yeah. Is it a bank holiday?
Interesting. It is a federal holiday, and it is a holiday in 6 of the provinces, not all 10.
Let me guess. Quebec.
Quebec is out.
Okay.
Yep.
And hold on. No, I could see them being down with it in Alberta.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a holiday in Alberta. I remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we always eat. It was the unofficial start of the summer season, just like Memorial Day.
Yeah. I guess maybe Northwest Territory?
No, the 3 territories honor it.
All right, I give up. Which one doesn't?
Honestly, I'm not sure anymore. It's been a long time.
Stop
No,
it.
I know Quebec. I think the other 3 are in the Atlantic province.
Keep talking. I'm going to find out.
Hey, I will keep talking.
Yeah.
So, Victoria Day becomes even weirder in this day and age because it has become the unofficial/official day to celebrate the birthday of the reigning monarch in Canada.
Which is very strange.
Because
it's like, all right, well, we're just going to celebrate all the monarchs' birthdays
exactly
on the same day. So happy birthday, Chuckles. I don't know.
Happy birthday, Chuckles. Yeah. Here's your cupcake.
Oh.
It's big enough for you to stick a big fat finger into.
Oh, stop it. King sausage fingers.
King sausage fingers. Yeah. Stopping there.
Yes.
Okay, so while we're doing some impromptu research, we're going to talk about our first song. Just talk about it. Our first song today was released May 19th, 1924, and there was an expression on a face, so please do tell.
No. I'm going to wait until we start talking about Victoria Day proper.
Okay.
Okay?
Awesome. So, yeah, our first song today is Today in History, May 19, 1924, a song named June Brought the Roses, sung by Marcia Freer. Marcia.
Marcia.
Yeah, I've now distracted myself. Marcia Freer was a contralto who recorded for Victor for just a few years, 1923 to 1926.
Ooh, contraltos. Very low voice. Very, very low women's singing voice.
Okay. Yeah, and definitely.
It's damn near tenor, actually. It's like in the tenor range.
Yeah, and she frequently, I was going to say duetted.
Duetted. Nice.
Yes.
I'm gonna say that from now on.
Duet.
Oh yeah, I'm playing a duet. Like ballet,
That's right.
beret,
Right.
duet.
We're going to do a duet with our berets while dancing ballet. Yeah.
So wait, all right, back up. So it's called something brought the.
June Brought the Roses.
Oh, and this came out in May.
This came out in May. Well, I had to get it out in time for June.
Some predictions there.
It's like we celebrate Christmas starting, July?
I saw Christmas decorations as early as late September last year.
Yeah.
Which was nutsy.
Yeah, it really is. We'll do podcasts about that, too.
For sure.
Yeah.
And actually, funnily enough, our roses have bloomed.
They have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
they
they smell so nice.
Yeah, they really do. They popped and well, it's because it's hot as HE double hockey sticks here.
Yeah, it really is.
We're having a heat wave here in the northeast right now,
Yes.
and it's middle of May and it's 95 degrees outside, and this is bullshit.
Yes, we've got a heat advisory for today and tomorrow. I'm not sure about Wednesday, and then by Thursday the temperature is going to plummet to just to about 62 degrees freedom.
Well, that's fine.
Yes.
Freedom. Anyway, I really distracted you. So May brings about the roses or whatever.
June Brought the Roses, sung by Marcia Freer.
Oh, Marcia, the contralto.
Yes, who would duet with Henry Burr.
As a tenor.
As a tenor, who was a tenor. Who was from New Brunswick, in fact.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah. We talked about that guy before. Yeah.
Yeah, and we have segued and, gone through various off-ramps, so I think it's time just to play a song.
Okay, which label, please? You said
This is Victor.
Victor?
Victor from May 19, 1924.
Okie doke. Did you say that was supposed to be a duet?
No, I did not. What?
Oh, she frequently
dueted with
dueted with
yes.
that. Okay, all right. I was going to say, wow, better check your notes there, buddy.
Yeah, there was no duet in that.
No, there certainly wasn't. And also, I would not classify that as a contralto. That's firmly in the mezzo soprano range, I'd say.
Well, I'm absolutely not going to argue with you. I'm the techie of the two of us. You definitely have the brains here when it comes to music.
Well, I mean, also, this could be early in her career. A lot of, the female voice tends to mature as it ages. In fact, a woman's voice doesn't hit full maturity until usually her late 30s, early 40s.
Oh, interesting.
So you don't really settle into your singing voice. That's why you see so many female opera stars, opera singers who are performing well into their 60s.
Oh, that
because
makes sense.
their career kind of just, I mean, you can have a lot of technique and all that stuff and be a wonderful singer.
Right.
But your voice really comes into its own in your late 30s, early 40s. And then from there depends on how you take care of it in the years leading up to that.
Right.
But yeah, that's whereas a male's voice really doesn't. A male's voice matures in his 20s, but the female voice takes a little bit longer.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it could be that later in her career, when her voice mellowed out, she maybe sat really comfortably in that contralto range.
Interestingly, she didn't record really after 1926.
Well, she didn't record, but did she perform? Do we know?
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yeah.
I don't know that much about her, to be honest.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. So, shall we talk about all things caffeine?
We should.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, we have some very exciting changes going on at Skeleton Brew. We've been talking about these and mumbling about them for a while. Sales of Skeleton Brew coffee are what we use to fund, our hosting bills and such for the podcast. Skeleton Brew coffee can be found at https://skeletonbrew.coffee. Up there on the coffee website, we have 6 regular roasts, and we've got rotating list of seasonal roasts that follow the wheel of the year. We are currently finishing up our coffee roast and our tea offering for Letha, and it's very exciting.
Finishing up Beltane.
Finishing up planning for Letha.
Aha.
Apologies.
No. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, we're in the season of Beltane.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
And we are looking forward to the next one.
Yes. The solstice is coming up.
Yes, exactly.
On June 21st.
Exactly. It's exciting. It's very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And we realized that with we have 6 regular roasts up there all year. And we realized that, even with just the 6, it can be a little difficult to identify the type of coffee that you will like the most. So we have put together and put online a Find Your Coffee quiz. It's very simple. It's 7 questions. They're all multiple choice. Nothing tricky in there. And by the end of the questionnaire, you'll be presented with our suggestion for you, as well as where all the other 5 roasts sit on the scale of 0 to 100% matching you.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do people have to put in their email address, and you won't reveal the answer until people put in their email address?
We do not, because that's dumb.
It's fucking annoying.
It is. You can go...
You sit through this long-ass quiz, and then they're like, we're not going to tell you unless you fork over your information. And you're like, do I really want another piece of junk mail?
Exactly.
The answer is no.
Correct.
No, I don't.
Correct. And we're not going to force you to do that either.
Thank God.
So if you're interested in what we believe your coffee choice is, please head over to skeletonbrew.coffee and click on the menu item that says simply Find Your Coffee.
There are no wrong answers.
There are no wrong answers, and there is no information being asked of you other than your answers, and even those we don't store anywhere.
Yeah, we're not big fans of people that do weird stuff with your personal information, selling it and marketing and all that stuff.
Correct.
But it sucks. I mean, we would love to be able to send you our newsletter and all that stuff, but only if you want to give us that information.
Correct. Yeah.
We're not going to stalk you with cookies or anything like that.
Right. We are very pro-privacy. We are very anti-big tech, anti-big corporation, and anti-big money. And that's how we like to conduct ourselves.
Yeah. It's not something we just talk about. We like to walk the walk, too.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the other change that we have is going on over at Skeleton Brew's sister site, nokings.coffee.
Very excited about this.
Yes. We currently do have 3 roasts up there, of which the runaway favorite has been the Liberté French roast.
That's because it's just so damn good.
It really is.
Yeah.
Now, we understand that prices everywhere keep going up. And, our costs have gone up a little bit, but we've been able to eat the cost and happily doing so because we really think that, everyone who loves coffee deserves a good coffee without having to pull out a mortgage for it. So what we're doing over at No Kings is we're still going to stay with just 3 roasts, but they're going to be at different price points.
I love that.
Yes.
Where we understand that there are people of different means, across a wide spectrum of folks that listen to us, and we want to be able to accommodate as many of our fans and listeners and coffee drinkers as possible.
Correct. Absolutely. So we're rejiggering the line. We have not yet completely settled on new names. I do have, an affection for the three that we have. But I do think that if we're swapping it up, we might change it. And, do go and take a browse. And in the upcoming days to weeks, you'll see some changes coming on with some coffee that is just as good and perhaps slightly more affordable.
Very excited about that.
Yeah.
And it should be said that a portion of the proceeds, when you buy either from skeletonbrew.coffee or nokings.coffee, a portion of the proceeds from each sale, from each item that we sell, goes toward, from skeletonbrew.coffee, we donate $1 for every item sold to public media.
Yes.
And for No Kings, $2 from every sale that we make goes towards Indivisible.
Yes.
Because we believe in those. We believe in public media because it's important to speak truth to power.
Yeah.
Even when the truth is uncomfortable, especially when the truth is uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Some of these people need to be more uncomfortable, frankly.
Yeah, agreed.
And Indivisible is part of the resistance, and
Yes.
so are we. And that's kind of our whole jam with the No Kings line, is that we want to be part of the resistance because we don't like what's going on. We see what's happening. We don't like what's going on, and we want to do something about it. And nobody can do everything, but everybody can do something. And this is part of our something.
Exactly.
We have other ways too, but
Yeah, this is what we do on the closest we come to a mass scale.
That's right.
Yes.
So head on over to skeletonbrew.coffee and nokings.coffee and see what we have to offer. There is a way that you can obtain a free sample that we will discuss later.
Yes, there is. So let's move on to our proper part of the show.
Okay.
And let's talk about Victoria Day.
Okay, let's do, because I found that there are more than 2 provinces that do not celebrate.
There should be
Victoria Day.
4.
6.
6 that do not.
6.
Oh, that has changed. Interesting.
I don't know. This language seems a little bit specific. It looks like it's specific to the provinces. So, per Google, Quebec, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, and Newfoundland and Labrador do not celebrate Victoria Day as a paid statutory holiday.
Okay, fun fact, Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
My mouth is failing me today.
Newfoundland. I
Yes,
love that. That sounds
Newfoundland.
like a great place to
It
visit.
does, Newfoundland. Founded by Vikings. They're all friends.
Oh,
Yeah, Newfoundland and Labrador are one and the same.
that's why they have them together here.
Okay. Good.
Newfoundland, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they say, in the series, they go Prince Edward Island and Newfoundland and Labrador.
Okay.
So they are,
Yeah.
they're a package deal. Interestingly, there's some language here. Quebec does not celebrate Victoria Day. Instead, the province observes National Patriots Day, Journée Nationale des Patriotes, to honor the 1837 rebellion against the British Crown. Of course they would. Double middles.
Seriously.
England. Okay.
I like it.
All right.
That's
Listen,
very passive. I like it.
I enjoy a good FU when it's,
Well thought out.
when it's warranted
Yeah.
and that's kind of on the nose.
Yeah.
So I get it. Okay. Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island do not recognize Victoria Day as a designated statutory or paid public holiday for general workers. It is only treated as an optional day off for provincial government employees.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. New Brunswick does not celebrate it as a paid public holiday. However, the province mandates it as a prescribed day of rest, requiring most retail businesses and stores to be closed. So they don't call it Victoria Day. They're just like, you deserve a break.
Exactly. That's awesome.
Okay.
Also very passive.
I love Canada. And Newfoundland, Newfoundland and Labrador does not observe Victoria Day as a standard statutory holiday. It is primarily observed as a paid holiday only for provincial civil servants. So everybody's kind of got their own way of doing it. every time I read something about New Brunswick, it just tickles me more and more.
Yeah, we will be visiting. If any of you out there listening are in New Brunswick, let us know, and when we get up there, we'll see if we can meet up.
Yeah, and we'll sling you some coffee too.
Yeah, absolutely.
You won't have to pay tariffs.
Correct.
Oh.
Okay, so we're going to move on to the song.
Yes, please. Sorry.
So no, all is good.
Sorry.
So sorry.
Sorry.
So we actually, this is where the part of the show where I begin to get to shine because I get excited about this type of thing.
Okay.
And so the songs that I looked for this week, I wanted, we had a Victoria Day theme. There are definitely songs from the era that were rah-rah England, rah-rah Britain. But I wanted to narrow it down a little bit more since this is a Canadian holiday. Mm-hmm. So I found songs that are are both recorded in Canada, one of which is definitely Canadian themed, the other, not so much.
Did Victor have a Canadian label?
I am so glad that you asked that.
I swear to God, we're not rehearsing this. But you should have seen his little face light up.
Yes.
It was so cute.
Yes. So, we thought the Habsburgs were bad.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no, you're going to go there?
So
Oh,
I
no.
did.
Oh, no.
So, Emil Berliner was the man who in 1895 patented recording on a flat disc.
Emil Berliner.
Yes.
So he was French? French-Canadian, maybe. No,
I think he was American. I think he might have actually been English.
I mean,
Anyways,
Emil Berliner. That's German and French
combined.
So,
Very-
yeah,
very
probably
continental.
American.
Very continental.
Yeah.
So he devised and patented recording on a flat disc. And what the advantage that had over wax cylinders was he could create a master disc. And then mass produce the discs with the master.
Easy to press. Yeah.
Exactly. And he did that in 1895. 1895 were the first flat discs from Berliner on the Berliner label. He used his own name. A couple years go by. The problem that he had with his phonographs was that he couldn't keep a constant speed. Okay, so imagine, your record speeding up and slowing down. It would sound like crap.
Did you have to, hand crank it?
Yes.
Okay.
So along comes, what's his name? The guy who founded Victor. Eldridge Johnson.
Okay.
He created and devised the motor, the spring-driven motor that went into the phonograph.
Which you still had to wind.
You still had to wind, but because it was spring-driven, he had the mechanism in place to keep the platter spinning at a constant speed.
Oh, okay.
Which was a huge advancement. So Berliner had the patents. Eldridge Johnson had the know-how. And they worked very well together.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes. And so a lot of records around 1900 you might see as Berliner, a little after 1900, Berliner Victor.
So where did the Victor name come from?
I'm going to get to that.
Okay.
1900, Berliner had entered into an agreement with another guy who ended up making the Zonophone label.
Oh, we've talked about those guys before.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they had a bit of a falling out when Berliner realized that he was being skimmed.
Oh.
And lawsuits all over the place.
Oh,
Many
wow.
lawsuits. And the end result was that Berliner lost his patents
Oh, no.
in the United States, not elsewhere. Okay.
How did he lose his patents?
Not going into that.
Yeah.
There's just a lot going on. So
yeah.
he moved his operations to Montreal
Okay.
and kept Berliner Canada going. And he called it Berliner Gramophone. Well, he and Eldridge Johnson kept working together.
Well, that's
so
nice.
A lot of records in Canada were labeled Berliner Victor. Because what happened in the United States was Eldridge Johnson kept the fight up. And he won.
Oh, good for him.
And he was like, I'm the Victor. And that's where the Victor name came from.
I love that.
Yes.
That's also very passive-aggressive.
It really is.
I approve.
Yeah, so, around the turn of the century, 1900 to like 1905, 1906, Berliner and Victor could be used almost interchangeably.
Okay.
When recordings were done in Camden, often a master would be shipped up to Berliner in Montreal. And he would
Camden,
just
New Jersey, just to be clear.
Correct, Camden,
Yeah.
New Jersey. And Berliner would repress it on his Berliner label.
Okay.
And they would go back and forth like that. So the end result for my story right now is there honestly weren't many songs recorded in Canada at the time. Most of Berliner's songs came from Victor and Camden, but a couple here were actually recorded up there. Now, just to continue to add to a little of the intrigue, his master's voice, Nipper, the dog, was a label, and it was a trademark. Continued to be able to be used by both Berliner and Victor. It was also used with some other companies, such as his master's voice, which became the HMV record store.
Right.
And in Germany, there was another one that was able to use it and became, forgetting the name off the top of my head, but it became very famous. And of course, JVC out of Japan.
Wouldn't be Deutsche Grammophon.
I think it might have been.
Yeah, because that's the big label
Yeah.
in Germany.
Yeah.
Up through the 70s,
Right.
at least, even into the 80s. So Deutsche
exactly.
Grammophon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And JVC in Japan was an offshoot of Victor at one point, which of course was the Japan Victor Company.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So almost all of them back in the day were Habsburgian in a way. They were all interrelated, and did things together.
Yeah, but they didn't get that jaw.
They did not get the jaw.
Yeah.
Yes, thank God. Yes. Okay, so the song that we have right now is The Maple Leaf Forever.
Oh, okay.
And this was on not only the Berliner Gramophone label, but the Berliner Gramophone Tartan label. And and I will put a copy of the label on the show notes because it is a tartan.
I was going to say, that's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, they really did it.
That's great.
Yeah, it was a short-lived and now extremely rare subset of the Berliner Gramophone catalog. It was produced in Montreal around 1902, specifically for the Kilties Band, who recorded this version of The Maple Leaf Forever. These records were single-sided on maroon disc material rather than the common brown,
Okay.
with a tartan paper label.
That's fun.
Yes, very fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, the Kilties themselves were a band formed in Belleville, Ontario in 1902 from members of the 48th Highlanders of Toronto. They were the first Canadian ensemble to record commercially.
Huh.
Yes,
The Kilties.
the Kilties.
Do they still exist in some form today?
I do not believe so,
Okay.
which is kind of sad.
That is sad.
Yeah,
You like to see a tradition like that kind of keep going.
exactly. Yeah.
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 So this doesn't sound very Victoria Day-esque.
Well, 1902, so it's on the cusp.
Oh.
It is Victoria Day-esque in the sense that it's The Maple Leaf Forever, recorded in Canada by the
So
Kilties.
so wait, so we did do to be clear, Victoria Day is not like Independence Day. Is there such a thing as like a Canadian Independence Day?
Yes, it's Canada Day, July 1st.
Okay. So, all right. No, I'm just asking questions because I don't know.
Fun fact, they don't...
Well, we did do a Canada Day thing last year, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fun fact is they don't do it officially anymore, but when I was a student in Windsor, Ontario, Windsor and Detroit got together and for a week had a week-long party called the International Freedom Festival.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes, and I believe they ran it from like July 1st to July 5th or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening now.
It does not happen anymore. It's sad.
That is sad.
Yes. So the Maple Leaf Forever became the closest thing English Canada had to a national anthem for a very long time, as O Canada did not take the role until 1980.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. In fact, I remember singing it for, some of the first times in school.
Yeah. Huh. 1980. I really wish we'd get rid of the Star Spangled Banner, and I know that there are a lot of Americans that would probably tan my hide for saying that, but I think America the Beautiful would make a better national anthem.
I agree.
It's easier.
Yeah.
It's easier to sing. It's prettier.
Yeah.
It's not to Anacreon in heaven.
Right. Right.
Not a drinking song.
Yeah, drinking song.
It was a drinking, like it was people sang it in bars and shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well,
So
word up to that.
yeah, I like a good drinking song, but maybe not for the national anthem. Although these days, maybe we're all doing a little bit of drinking.
Maybe. Oh yeah, here we are again, United States. Chug.
Yep.
Yeah.
To Anacreon in heaven, knock one back. So this is called the Maple Leaf Forever, and it served as the national anthem.
Well, the national anthem was "God Save the Queen."
Of course,
Yes.
but
So it was the
not anymore
unofficial-
after
1980.
Well, but I mean, they're part of the Commonwealth,
Well,
but they're also an independent. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
but-
I don't
well,
know what
let me rephrase. "God Save the Queen," or in this year, "God Save the King,"
God save the person.
is a national anthem of Canada when the monarch is there.
Right, because they're still part of the Commonwealth, technically.
Right. When the reigning monarch is in Canada, right now King Charles, he is the King of Canada.
Oh, so that little visit that he did not long ago, y'all had a king
Yeah.
for like a week?
Yeah. Absolutely. And when he is not there, the Governor General fulfills his roles. The Governor General is the monarch's representative to Canada.
But to be clear, the monarch doesn't do shit.
Correct.
Right.
Neither does the Governor General.
Largely ceremonial.
Yes.
Okay. All right. God, it's so... Everybody does government so differently.
Very much so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's listen to a song.
Yeah, and sorry, date again, please?
Oh, 1902. I do not have a date other than 1902.
Got the label?
Yeah, the Berliner Tartan label.
Berliner Tartan, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, the fun one.
Yes, exactly.
Neat. Let's hear it. just had to get there at the end.
Oh, of course they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were talking about drinking songs. That sounded like it would be sung in a bar.
It sounded like maybe they tied on a few too before they recorded that. I mean, being fair, let's the musicianship, the instrument playing sounded very well indeed.
Yeah,
The singing, maybe they should stick to playing their instruments.
maybe.
But it did sound like a. You know what? It was passionate.
It was, yes.
Let's not talk about necessarily the intonation.
Yeah, I could see them.
You don't have time for intonation when you're passionate and patriotic.
And you've tied down 3 rye whiskeys already.
That's right.
Yes. So let's make a neat segue. Do you know what helps the day after you've tied down a bunch of rye whiskeys?
What's that?
Coffee. And you know how you can get a free coffee?
How's that?
By checking us out at blindskeleton.one and joining our mailing list.
Yeah.
Yes.
Blindskeleton.one. That is our home for all things vintage entertainment. We love the old stuff.
We do.
We like classic film. We like classic photography. We like classic recordings like the ones we're listening to on 3 Tune Tuesday every week. We love peering at yesteryear and getting into the hearts and minds of the people that lived back then and listening to their stories and relating to them today.
Yes, that's absolutely it. I mean, these were people that, lived lives as passionate and as fulfilling as we do today, and these are their stories.
Also, as turbulent. I think that is something that we need to not romanticize the past.
Right.
Tempting as it is, and it makes for some great entertainment, but truth be told, people right around the time that we're listening to these recordings, like let's just say between 1901 and 1925, 26, there was some real bad stuff that was happening. There were some really concerning things that were happening. There were people that were living through some really crazy times.
Right.
Incredible leaps and bounds in innovation and technology, but also like really crazy political things and really crazy cultural changes. And they got through it with music.
They absolutely did.
And they got through it with art and film, and they were exploring these new mediums as ways to talk about it and explore these subjects and kind of work out. Whenever you read, I don't know, whenever I see a weird movie or read a weird book or see a piece of art that I don't quite understand, I have to be thinking to myself, I think that this artist was trying to work through something personal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that has not changed since people were learning how to. To be clear, throughout the arc of human history, people have always been using art to deal with their feelings.
Well back before prehistory.
Right,
Yes.
right. They felt some kind of way about something.
Yeah.
I heard a saying once that anything too stupid to be said is sung. And it's kind of true. But that's how people worked out their feelings and sort of, whether it was happiness or the blues or, they see something that moved them so quick. Let me take a picture of this. Things like that.
Right.
It's how we express ourselves. And what I've found in our exploration is that not much has changed in terms of what human beings find important to them and what moves us.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. And that's why I love Blind Skeleton. I like our exploration of these things. I love looking at old films and watching old silent films and
Right.
seeing the origins of cinema.
Yeah, definitely.
Like in old silent films. Yeah. Like we talked about Alfred Hitchcock's first film was a silent, and we talked about that a few weeks ago. And it's really incredible. You can kind of see how Hitchcock cut his teeth and where it took him.
Right.
And that's the kind of stuff that I really enjoy. I these new mediums of art that people were exploring.
Right. I mean, even today, Yulia is very accustomed to me, rushing over to say, look at this photo. And it could be from the 1900s, the 1940s, and it's just so passionate and moving. You know, it strikes me, and it's like that. It's inspiring, and imagine what's going on, you know, around this picture.
Yeah, it tells a story, right?
Exactly.
Like you get a snapshot, a literal snapshot of
Yeah.
a moment in time, you know, without even thinking about it. Moments in time just pass, one right after the other, one right after the other, and somebody took that photo and it's like, nope, this one is going to be immortal now.
That's right. That one stays.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's why we love what we do. And we seek to connect with other people who have a similar appreciation and passion for the things that are old.
Yeah.
And to that end, alluding to what you said before, if you head over to blindskeleton.one and sign up for our as yet to be published newsletter, that entitles you to a free 2-ounce sample of our coffee.
It absolutely does.
How does that work?
So it works by, this is the only time that you will hear us say that we need some information. You sign up for the mailing list. All that's required is an email address. We do like a name, but email address is a necessity. We will then personally reach out to you, tell you that thank you, we've got your email. We would like to send you a 2-ounce sample of coffee on our dime. We need to know where to send it, so we will need an address.
You don't even need to give us your address.
Correct.
You can give us your work address.
Yeah,
you can give us your P.O. box. Could be
Right.
somebody could be somebody that you love.
Correct.
Could be somebody that you hate, but we don't recommend that either.
Yeah, because it's good coffee.
Yeah, really. Don't let those sons of bitches get your coffee.
Right. You know, and then at this point, you'll need to trust us that we will not keep your information.
Yep, goes right into the shredder.
Right.
Honestly, we don't care to reach out to you. If the only way we'll reach out to you is if you ask us to reach out to you.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's pretty much the rule.
Right. Because, you know, we're just two people as well going through our lives, and we don't want to be bombarded with bullshit either.
Right. And over on Blind Skeleton, you can also find, you know, in addition to wherever you get your fine podcasts like this one, we do host the podcast there too. And what was I going to say? I was going to say something important. Shoot. I don't remember what I was going to say. Links to our socials are there.
Oh, yes, they are.
Yeah, if you want to get in touch with us, we want to hear from you.
Yep.
We meet fascinating people from all over the place. And we tend to meet fascinating people at Bonspiels.
Yes.
And Bonspiels, if you've been listening to this podcast for any amount of time, you will know that we are both kind of crazy about curling. We love curling. It's become probably our favorite thing to do, and probably the smartest decision we made last year was to start curling.
100%.
Because we have made so many neat new friends
Yes.
across, you know, so many different just walks of life. And I love that.
Yeah.
I love that about curling. And we actually just spoke to a fellow this past weekend. We were up in New Jersey for their spiel. They had a one-day friendly. Yeah. And we talked to a guy that like knew exactly what we were talking about when we were talking about recording on 78 RPM.
Right.
And wax cylinders.
His first question when I'd mentioned that we talk about 78 RPMs was, well, do you go older than that? Do you do the wax cylinders?
Boy, howdy do we.
Right.
So that was neat. It was a neat connection to make. And we would love to be making more connections like that.
Yes.
So if you're listening to this podcast, and even if you don't have an area of expertise like this fellow did, and you just want to reach out and connect with us, there's many ways you can do that. You can reach out. You can look up. We've got a web form at Blind Skeleton. We've also got links to email addresses there. We have links to our socials, which we only have one. We're on Blue Sky.
That's it.
Because everybody else sucks.
Yep.
And we also have a phone number.
We do.
It's 302-609-1925. If you call us, we will not pick up. I promise. There will be no scary phone calls. I know that the kids these days don't like doing the phone too much. Yeah. But that's okay. We won't pick up. Just leave us a voicemail. Tell us who you are. First name's fine.
Yep.
Where you're listening from. And if you want to be on the podcast, tell us that too. And tell us how we can get in contact with you. And we will make that happen.
Absolutely.
We would love to have guests.
We really would.
Because as scintillating as our conversations are, and I love Bonaparte very much, it's okay to have another person to talk to.
It really is. And sometimes want it to be something more than the cat.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Right. So head on over to blindskeleton.one. Get in touch with us, sign up for the newsletter, have a poke around if there's something that you want to comment on. We'd love to hear about it. We hope we hear from you soon.
Yes. Now, moving on, our third song of the day is entitled Soldiers of the Queen.
Soldiers of the Queen.
Yes. This particular version was recorded also on the Berliner Gramophone label in Canada, recorded around 1900.
Oh, we are really going old with these ones today.
We really are. Yeah,
Okay.
I like it. Yeah. I'm going to bastardize this name.
Uh-oh.
Ian Colquhoun, Colquhoun.
Say that again?
Colquhoun.
I got nothing. QUH?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Ian.
That dude.
Yes.
Yeah, we're on a first name basis now.
We are.
Ian.
Yes. Was a British music hall singer who specialized in straight up patriotic songs.
Okay.
Yeah. He did not do comedy. He did not do sentiment. Straight up patriotism.
He found his niche and he went for it.
Exactly.
Okay.
So by the time of the Boer War, Soldiers of the Queen had become a defining anthem of British imperialism under Victoria, and it was sung in music halls across the empire with something approaching ecstatic fervor.
Okay.
Now, you and I, have our own feelings about imperialism. I mean, they're not necessarily positive. But at the time, this was a thing. The British Empire was, global. The sun never set on the British Empire.
Right. But there's a lot of weird colonialism stuff. And
Right, exactly.
It gets dicey, really intertwined with the slave trade.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That notwithstanding, that's where this song came from.
Okay. And you said this was a banger during the Boer War?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boer in Dutch means farmer.
I did not know that.
Yes.
Oh, fascinating. Fascinating. So, I'm reading through my notes, which
Okay.
I sadly put in paragraph form instead of note form, which I usually
dear.
do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my mistake. A New Zealand newspaper in July 1901 captured the song's trajectory precisely. The death of Queen Victoria had, in quotes, rather interfered with the popularity of the song.
Oh.
So it lost some popularity after she passed, but at the time it was wildly popular.
So what do we attribute that to?
She was a popular queen.
Right, she was a popular
Yeah.
queen, but if the song was popular when she was alive, why wouldn't it be popular when she was no longer with us?
Maybe there was a questioning about imperialism.
Okay.
Early 1900s, I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, so this is Ian Colquhoun with band accompaniment.
Accompaniment?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ian, the guy.
Ian.
And it's called again.
Soldiers of the Queen.
Let's let her rip.
Loyally declaim, oh, the way, the way.
bar song.
That was a lot.
Yeah, it was.
That melody sounded familiar to me, and I'm not sure why.
Well, I would not be surprised if it was riffed from somewhere.
Like borrowed?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Or maybe other songs borrowed that melody. I'm reading a little bit about it. It's written and composed by Leslie Stewart. The song is often sung and published as Soldiers of the King, depending on the reigning monarch at the time. The tune was originally composed by Stewart as a march celebrating the opening of the Manchester Ship Canal. Is that Mank over yonder across the pond, or is there a Manchester in Canada?
There is, but it would have been the one across the pond.
Okay.
Yeah, in 1894, I think.
Okay. The lyrics were added at a later date, and the title changed. So it was a march first.
Yes.
Okay. The song was then interpolated in the musical comedy An Artist's Model in 1895.
Yes.
The song served as the regimental quick march of the Queen's Regiment from 1966 to 1992.
There's more. It's also the regimental march of Lord Strathcona's Horse, which is one of Canada's cavalry regiments.
Lord Strathcona's Horse.
Yes.
Just one horse?
Yeah, they only needed one.
And there he is.
Yeah, look at him out in the field.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. That I had to look that up real quick because that melody sounded so familiar to me, and I wonder if it's just been borrowed over the course of, the decades.
Right.
I don't know.
Probably. Many good songs have many good old tunes. The folksy ones. Yeah, definitely. We've spoken about it at length. There are other songs that have borrowed from this or borrowed from that or took from this.
Yeah.
Folk tune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking too of like hymns that took
Right. Exactly.
popular tunes and put Christy words to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
So it just sounded familiar to me. I don't know. Maybe somewhere in the recesses of my brain, at some point, I played a march. This march at some point. I've played so many marches over the course of the 40 years I've been playing a musical instrument.
Right.
It's possible. It's a blur.
It's a blur.
It is.
Yeah. Okay, and that brings us to the end of this week's show.
Aw.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too hot to go on any longer.
I mean, honestly, it's gross.
Yeah.
This is some bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice and sunny, normally if it was this nice out and we didn't have anything else to do, I'd suggest we, go down and, find a place outside to eat and get a drink somewhere, but not tonight. No.
I like it when it's warm. I don't like it when it's hot.
Yeah, exactly.
And gross. Like there's no breeze. It's humid. Everything is very still. All the cats are laying around in puddles.
Yeah. Yeah, poor Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pressed his little belly up against the bathroom floor. It was the coolest spot for him.
It really was.
He's pretty smart. He's weird, but he's smart.
Yeah.
He also bites fascists.
He does bite fast.
Go look at our mugs.
Yes.
On
NoKings.coffee.
NoKings.coffee.
Yes. So thank you all for listening in. You can tell we're unscripted, and we'll be unscripted again next week.
Chaos as always.
Yep. Next week episode, please do come back. It's going to be one of our favorites. Already looking forward to it.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Is it time?
It is time.
Oh.
Yes.
Now, you might be thinking that we're going to go for Memorial Day, and we're not.
We are absolutely not doing Memorial Day.
We're not. And it's not that we don't appreciate Memorial Day and that we don't appreciate the people who gave everything for this country. But we have other plans.
We do.
And we will... Do we tease it now, or do we...
It's one of our favorite artists that we have played routinely on the show.
We are such fans.
Yes, and his birthday is between now and then.
Yee.
Yes.
Yee.
And we've been looking forward to this episode since January.
Oh, we've been talking about it, yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be a good one. Please do come back and have a listen next week. I am positive you're going to like it as well.
Yeah, I hope you get some good ones, man.
Oh, you know it.
He.
Thank you all for listening in. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye.